This eulogy was written by Basil Eaglestar. James Marcelle Lapointe was born on July 15, 1924 in Pine Ridge, South Dakota to James and Marcelle Lapointe, making James their first son. James would be fondly remembered by his good soul and fun-loving demeanor. James loved to draw, especially cartoons. He was very good at drawing cartoon characters, remembers his family. James was also a fan of big band music. Listening to Harry James was one of his favorite performers. James would attend Pine Ridge Elementary School and later St. Catherine High School in Santa Fe, New Mexico. At the age of 18, James, along with friends his age, enlisted in the Navy on December 12, 1942. James would go on to receive recruitment training at the Great Lakes Naval Training Center north of Chicago, Illinois. Once finished with training, James was sent to the Naval Armed Guard Gunnery School in Norfolk, Virginia. The primary duty for the Armed Guard was to serve as onboard gunnery protection for merchant ships during ocean crossings of the war. After finishing gunnery school, Lapointe was sent to the U.S. Naval Armed Guard Center in Brooklyn, New York for ship assignment. Around early April 1943, newly trained soldier James entered the fray on board the Liberty ship SS J.P. Pulitzer, a steamship carrying equipment for the war. He would sail to ports of call in the Caribbean Sea and South America, loading supplies for the troops in North Africa. From North Africa, his ship would sail through the Suez Canal to Bombay, India, and back to the city of Oran, Algeria, in North Africa. On July 6, 1943, his convoy set sail from Oran across the Mediterranean, loaded with military equipment for the invasion of Sicily. Unfortunately, the convoy would be under attack for several days under German aircraft. His ship, the SS J.P. Pulitzer, took damage and had wounded soldiers. James, unfortunately, was one of the wounded. He was shot in his right hand by a German machine gun. He later returned to the U.S. on a 30-day leave. After being reassigned at Great Lakes, he was sent back to Norfolk, Virginia for specialized gunnery training, which would deal with the service on board a destroyer. The destroyer that James would be assigned to was the USS Laffey, commissioned in Boston, Massachusetts on February 24, 1944. The first assignment of the USS Laffey was given to participate in the invasion of Europe at Normandy on D-Day. In addition to support, the Laffey was assigned the task of bombarding some of the cities on the coast of Normandy at close range. No casualties were mentioned during this engagement in the ship's itinerary. The Laffey later participated in the supporting invasions of Philippine Islands, Leyte, and Luzon. There were other fleet operations for aircraft carrier raids on the homeland of Japan and the invasions of Iwo Jima and Okinawa. On April 16, 1945, the Laffey was positioned at Radar Picket Station No. 1, north of Okinawa. After the first radar sighting was seen, and for the next 70 minutes, 22 enemy aircrafts attacked the Laffey. The ship took hits from 7 kamikaze planes, one crashing into James's battle station, the 5-inch gun turret. Even with these deadly hits, the Laffey still remained afloat. 14 enemy aircrafts were shot down by fire from the Laffey's gun turrets and the Marine Corps fighter pilots. It was during this battle that James Marcelle Lapointe was killed at the young age of just 20 years old. He and 31 of his shipmates were put to rest that day. For his devotion of duty, he was awarded the Silver Star Medal posthumously. His remains were unretrievable, yet the sea at Okinawa, there would be a memorial marker for him and all his brothers in arms who fought bravely for the country in which we live today.